Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Adiola Fayon. I'm very grateful that you guys have joined me for one more episode of the morning series. And I'm really excited about today's show. I'm really excited about the guest that I have. And before I introduce her, I just wanted to say this is the age of technology, the age of social media, the age of having websites. It's almost like a crime now if you have any business whatsoever or any service that you render and you do not have a website. It's like a crime now. I know some people feel comfortable doing business with WhatsApp. I know that, but that's only in Nigeria, especially if you are trying to go beyond Nigeria. You must have a website. You don't just conduct business now with WhatsApp. First of all, not everybody uses WhatsApp. It's only in Nigeria that people use WhatsApp as much as we do. They don't use WhatsApp as much in so many countries, like the US, for example. But the first thing people will ask, like if you live in the US or other places, is what's your website? If you say you have a business, even if it's a side hustle or a service that you're rendering, the first question people want to know is what is your website? And then, of course, your social media handles. On your website, not only will people find more information about what you do, but also they will be able to find how to contact you and so on and so forth. So that's why I'm so excited today to bring on the owner of Paya Business School, that is Miss Chinonso Duru, joining us all the way from Jos. Miss Chinozo, thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome to the show. Introduce yourself briefly and tell us the importance of what you're trying to teach us today.
Thank you for having me. My name is Chinonso Duru. I started Paya Business School in 2019, and I'm here to share some lessons for small business owners so that they can learn the importance of having a website for their small business. And they'll be able to learn how to manage it by themselves, update the stocks, automate emails for receipts, and so much more. Thank you.
So I think she's been modest when she talks about small business because you have clients like hotels and big brands and so on, people that come to you that say teach us how to do our websites. Packaging in this age, like business is all about packaging. So can you tell us why should I have a website? Why shouldn't I just conduct my business with WhatsApp like I said? Why should I have a website?
Okay, a website will basically help you to save a lot of time. It's just it saves you time. Okay, let me break it down. Imagine that you have a business and you sell your products on Instagram, for instance, and you don't have a website yet. And then there's a link in your bio for people to chat with you on WhatsApp. And then there's a back and forth. Now, if this potential customer finds your Instagram page at midnight, you most likely be asleep. They'll send you a message. They'll tell you, oh, please, I saw this product on your page. They'll send a screenshot. They would have to wait, okay, for them to get a response from you. So there's a lot of back and forth. And finally, you, as a business owner, will send them your bank details, right, before payment is made. Now, the difference is when you have a website for your business, it's the person can find you at midnight, okay? Same scenario, but this time the person can pay automatically for your product. The person will just input their card details, payment is made. You wake up and then you see that an order has been placed on your website. And automatically, your website will send an auto generated receipt via email to this customer. And the customer will get details about the date when the product will be delivered, you know. So that's just one simple example. Okay, there are other benefits. With your website, for instance, you can do what we call retargeting, whereby you integrate pixels on your website. That way, when people find your website, even if they don't buy immediately, okay, your products can follow them around on social media and even on apps. Okay, that is why you might open an app and see products that you checked out on Jumia. You would find those products following you everywhere. until eventually a percentage of those people who viewed that web page would convert and pay for that product because they have an interest in that product. Okay, so you cannot do that if you don't have a website. So with your website, you can capture people's data, and you can follow them around on the internet. So those are just two basic examples. You can also set timers. For instance, create a sense of urgency for a product that is available. That means as soon as they land on the website, automatically, this is automated, by the way, okay? It works for every single person who um, finds that product on that website, okay? As soon as a new visitor finds the product on the website, there will be something like a countdown timer saying, okay, buy this product within 25 minutes and get, let's say, 10% discount. Okay. Now, the person has a limited time to make a decision to get in on that offer, right? So that's amazing. Without a website, you can't create this sense of urgency, So there's a long list of benefits when it comes to having a website for your business.
Okay, so Miss Chino, so real quick, um, tilt your camera so that we see more of you more than the
Okay.
curtain. You look good. We want to
Okay.
see more of you.
Thank
Um,
you.
Basically, if you're just joining us, all that she's trying to say is having a website for your business, whether it's a full blown business, whether it's a side hustle, converts into more profit for you. It's all about you making more money. But for those who do not know your story and those who are just joining us, why did you decide to do this? Because basically, you are teaching people how to do this. You are not just doing it for them. Well, you used to, do it for them. But now you decided at some point, this thing is easy. Anybody can learn these things, even within 7 days. So, how did you get into this, and why is it so important to you for people to be equipped with this particular skill instead of paying a bunch of money to someone to do their website? Why is it so important to you to teach people this skill, and what are some of the feedback that you've gotten from people that you've taught?
Okay. How I started. Um, I started teaching online after my postgraduate degree. I started teaching fish farming. I have 2 degrees in fisheries and aquaculture technology, and it was quite cumbersome, whereby I would upload 30 something videos for my students. At the time, I didn't have a website. I finally discovered that I needed a website to make things easy. That's because every single time I got a new student enroll for my online course on fish farming, I would have to send them 33 different links, okay, to the videos that I had uploaded on Dropbox, which was free. So that was cumbersome. There was a lot of back and forth, but I could see how other course creators had automated their online courses. And I decided to learn how to make a website. That was because I was starting small. I didn't have any capital or whatever. So I decided to learn how to build a website. I took a course and I learned, you know, on the job, or rather, I learned by the day, as the day, went by. And when I got it right the first time, I decided to create more websites for other small businesses that I had. Okay, I was just experimenting at that time. Okay, and after 4 websites, I decided that, okay, I'm quite good at this. I could start creating websites for people. That was how it all started. So I started creating websites for people. I created websites for schools, for hotels, for personal brands, for online stores. So I created so many websites, and I had a team, even though it was a remote team. I had some people in different parts of the world working on several aspects of the business. But eventually I decided, okay, why don't I create a product from this knowledge that I have? Okay, so I decided to create the course on web design so that people can learn how to create their own online stores and manage it. Because the clients we had, you know, it was quite difficult for them to manage their websites. They didn't have the skills to cope with managing their websites by themselves. Okay, so for instance, people will order for products that were already out of stock. So you can imagine, trying to convince them that, oh, I'm sorry, that product you ordered for, is out of stock. So basically, I condensed an online course into a 7-day program for people to take and learn how to create their own websites, without coding. So they don't need to have any coding skills, and they'll still be able to build their own websites from scratch and manage it. That's the most important thing. Okay, and manage it. That means they can add new products, they can delete products they do not want to sell anymore, so that's the most important thing. So that's how it all started. And we've gone on to hire tutors to create other courses inside our business school to meet the needs of the entrepreneurs that we serve.
And today you must have worked with like how many businesses overall?
Well, I think about 4 dozens, maybe about 50 small business owners. But for now, we have um, about 2,000 members inside Higher Business School.
That's wonderful. That's a success story on its own.
Thank
And you came about doing this because of the challenges that you were facing. Not only did you overcome the challenge, you now used it to help other people as well. So that is inspiring in itself. Thank you so much. Basically, everything that Chinoso has talked about today boils down to if you do have a business, plan
you.
on making it successful from the beginning. And one of
Mhm.
the ways to make it successful is having a website. How many people will you call on WhatsApp? How many people will you chat with on Instagram DM? And all those things will still,
Mhm.
be part of the business. But if you have a website, all the questions that people have, all the information that you're trying to pass across, they can already see it on your website. They can make an order while you are sleeping. You can wake up to seeing orders on your website. And
Yeah.
above all, she has said it that you can learn to do this by yourself instead of paying people a lot of money. You can pay her and you learn once and for all without having to code. So you are able to do this without coding. I'm going to let people in very soon for them to ask you questions. But
Okay.
at the same time, I have seen some of the people that patronized your service, and I've seen some of the websites that they were able to come up with, and I was blown away because you take anybody and everybody that wants to learn, and I've seen you transform like really small business that most people probably don't even care about, all the way to hotel websites. And it was just mind blowing for me how you've been able. And the wonderful thing is, they did it by themselves under your tutelage. You taught them how to do it. And so, if something goes wrong with their website, they don't have to be waiting on a tech guy or somebody to help them uh, fix it. That's the most wonderful thing. Can you tell people what you have going on right now if anybody wants to learn how to build their own website? First of all, for those who may be watching, please know that you can learn to do this in as quickly as 7 days, just having a website. And then, of course, she will talk about what we call the funnel website, but just a regular website. You can learn to do this by yourself within 7 days. Tell us more about that, how much it is, and how people can sign up.
Okay. It's a 7-day program, just as you've said. It's an online course for people who want to learn how to build an online store without coding. So it basically entails the use of templates, okay? And I wouldn't want to go into too much details so that I don't confuse anyone here, but we take you through the process for 7 whole days from when you buy your web hosting package, you pay for your domain name subscription, which you have to pay for every year, of course, because I mean, if you want to get a website, it's like paying rent for a shop, but this time on the internet. You get a space on the internet. So um, pretty much all the steps you need to take to have an online store for your business. Those lessons are covered in this online course. To sign up, you can visit school.paya.biz/online store. Once you visit that link, you'll be able to sign up for the 7-day online course on how to build a website for your online
Um,
store.
okay, so that
Okay,
website
so
is a bit long. Is it okay if I just give your official website and then when they get there, they can
exactly.
go
Yeah.
to
The
other.
website, okay.
Please, so if you are
Uh,
watching us, if you are joining us, please click like if you're watching on YouTube, for example, so that more people can join this live show. Please and please make sure that you click like, share this on your social media platforms. Her website is paya.biz. Paya.biz. And
and
when you
visit
go,
school.paya.biz/, yeah, just school.paya.biz is fine. There should be school before paya.biz.
okay, so but on paya.biz, that's where they see all the services that you render, right?
Yes, that's after you've added school, the word school before paya.biz. School.paya.biz. That's the homepage. They can find all the courses that we offer there.
I see. So I'm posting that.
Okay.
Our website is school.paya.biz. And because you are a business school, it's not just about website for you, right? Um, on your website, you teach people, first of all, definitely how to build a website, how to create a funnel, a sales funnel, affiliate marketing. That's another thing that a lot of people are really interested in now. You teach. Do you mind talking about the other services that you do render?
Okay, we have over a dozen online courses for small business owners. That's because, sadly, based on my observation, a lot of people don't get it right. Okay, I made that mistake when I started teaching online. I saw other coaches um, giving freebies. They were sharing free ebooks, they were having webinars, they had short video series that they would share with people so that people can have a taste of what they would get if they sign up for the full course. But I felt this knowledge I have is really good. I mean, if I make a flyer and tell people this is how much I want you to buy this course for, people will sign up, but it didn't work that way. Okay, sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel, you can just follow what works. So what works and what has always worked for me since I think 2020, okay, is email marketing. So it was not just about running ads on Facebook and telling people buy this course. I mean, most of the people discovering the flyer, they had no clue who I was. They didn't know anything about my brand or my expertise. So I discovered that I had to, warm them up. Okay. So that's where a sales funnel comes in. Okay. So with the Facebook ad, I can say, okay, sign up for this free video that will teach you how to do this. So that would be like the introductory part of what I want to actually teach them. And they will input their name and their email address. I'm sure, you've seen a lot of, opt-in forms like that, whereby you're expected to input your name and email address in exchange for something that is free. And when people input their names that way, they get into what is called a sales funnel. So that's the first step. So the next step is that they get an automated email, and gradually within a period of several weeks, they are nurtured. And the way it works, if you get it right, if your messaging is right, if your product is good, if your copy is good, we call it copy, whereby you write a persuasive text that can actually make people take action. Okay, if you get it right, then people would sign up for whatever it is you're selling, whether it's a digital product or if you're selling a physical product, whatever it is. So the email marketing basically involves sending several emails. Okay, you can automate it. In fact, you can have as many as 100 emails in an email sequence. Okay, these emails can go out in a period of about a year. Let's say you send one every 3 days. Okay, it's automated in the sense that as soon as they sign up, they get the first email immediately. 3 days later, they get another email. So it's not as if you're sitting down and sending them an email every single day. No, you can take your time and write the emails you need to send out. At least 18 emails, I would recommend, you know. But of course, there has to be some space in between the time that you send people these emails, okay? Along the line, the percentage of them will sign up. And then you begin to know your numbers, okay? Because it depends on what you're selling, it depends on the industry as well. So you'll be able to discover if your product is doing well, or if you're making good sales, based on your product, based on your messaging, of course, and there are so many other factors as well, so there's a percentage. Sometimes it can be 1% of every single person who have signed up for your email list. Sometimes it's as high as 5%. Okay, so it works. Okay, it works. It has worked for me, and I always encourage people to have an email list. It will require some work, and it requires investing some money in some cases, especially if you don't have a large audience. Okay, if you're not a celebrity with 1 million followers on Instagram, you can invest in paid ads, and then people would find your freebie. Even if it's a physical product, there's a way to use email marketing when it comes to your physical product. So we offer email marketing, a course on email marketing. We offer a course on sales funnels, because you need to take people from one step to the final stage where they become paid customers. Okay, so we also have other courses: affiliate marketing, how to build an online school, how to um, um, build an online store without a website. Of course, you can have a website, and there's another method to use again. So there are so many courses. It depends on what you want when you sign up. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you giving us all this insight. So, the main reason why we do this, which I'm sure a lot of people will testify to, is basically just to help one another um, about financial literacy. That's how we got into this in the first place. And a lot of people would say, "Oh, I'm interested in a business. I have a side hustle, but I don't have money.
Mm,
Um, I want to have a website, but I don't have money." And I'm glad that you are providing a solution in terms of teaching people how to create their websites, especially if they don't have money, which you did for yourself when you started your business and you did not have a website. So if there's somebody watching today and they want to say, I don't have money, but I'm interested in what you're talking about, what do you have to say to them? And before you answer that, I just wanted you to know, someone that text modeling agency says they're watching from Ilorin, Nigeria.
mm,
Tato Christ Jones says he's here to learn.
mm,
Also, Gasixtin B11 says keep it pumping, blessings from Trinidad and Tobago. And D Blocking 05 says love it. Thanks for the inspiration. He wrote this right after you talked about your story. And Idera K says, so thoughtful of you to consider sharing this with us. I believe there's so much to learn from this session. Elbow bump. Okay, so I don't have money, but I want people to know about what I'm doing. What do you have to say to me?
mm. If you don't have money, you can start by building an audience. You can share the knowledge that you have, and it depends on what you're selling, anyways. Okay. If you're selling a digital product, you can start with social media. Social media is free, but it takes time to grow on social media. Except you get lucky and your profile goes viral, like Hilda Bassi. Yeah. But I usually encourage people to invest small, run ads, but they have to learn how to do it the right way, though. If not, you just waste money, okay? So if you don't have money, you can start by sharing knowledge about your product or your service on social media platforms. You can funnel people into a sales funnel, even if you don't have money. Okay, that means you can basically take them from one point, you know, as a cold audience, as someone who is in the cold audience until they are warmed up and they convert. Okay, you can do that using even WhatsApp, which is free. Okay, that means when they discover you on social media, they watch a video, and you have your WhatsApp link attached to that video or at the bottom in the description. Okay, they can begin to chat with you. That is what I would recommend. But ultimately, if you want to do well in the online business world, it's a game of numbers. I would recommend that you invest in paid ads, um, and you can combine it with organic growth as well. So that's what I would recommend.
Tato, you are in the studio, but you need to connect your devices. It's saying that your devices are not connected. Please make sure that your camera is turned on, your audio is turned on. There's a comment that I like to read from Divine Anochiri. Sorry, he says that she's literally talking about the solution to becoming financially free using the online tool. See, the reason why we're doing this today, for those who are just joining us, is in this day and age, it's not about working hard. Well, you have to work hard, but it's not just about working hard. You have to work smart. This is the age of technology, the age of AI, the age of social media, and you have to tap into this in order to be successful. So, if you're working really hard somewhere and people don't know who you are, it's not helping you. This is why you need to have an online presence, even if it's just one page, a website. People have been asking in the comment section, how much do you charge? I saw someone that wrote, is her service free? And I'm like, why why would you even say that? This is how she eats. She has to eat as well. Anyways, how much do you charge if I'm trying to learn how to create a website? And you already mentioned that this is something I can do within like 7 days. Also, Tato, I want to let you in the studio, but please, if you can hear me, um turn on your video camera. It's saying that your devices are not connected. And if anybody else would like to join us in the studio, the link is on the screen. Either you copy that and you click on it, or just click on it, you will find yourself in our studio. So, yes, how much do you charge for teaching people how to create a website or how to create a sales funnel?
Okay. Um, for the online course on how to build an online store website, we charge $115. Um, but of course, there's a coupon code, Adeola, to get 10% off for 24 hours. Then there's another online course that I would highly recommend. It's not even an online course, actually. It's a 90-day challenge, okay, that has several tasks, for 90 whole days. That is because it takes time for people to convert. It is not automatic that someone would find your brand today and just bring out their card and pay for your product or your service, okay? Some people do buy immediately they discover your brand. I mean, sometimes when I run ads for my product, for instance, a small percentage of people would buy immediately, okay? Because we use something called a tripwire. So as soon as they input their name and their email address because they want a freebie, a free video, for instance, automatically they are redirected to a one-time offer. We call it, yes, a one-time offer. Now, this one-time offer gives them access to a product they can buy immediately. That's an online course, for instance, okay? Or you can, for a physical product, the person can just have maybe a coupon code that would expire if it's not used within a certain period of time. Okay, so that is what happens when some people buy immediately, but that percentage is very small. So this sales funnel, 90-day sales funnel challenge, is for 90 whole days because we want to show people the steps they need to take until at least 1% of the people subscribed on their email list converts to paid customers or clients. So that 90-day sales funnel challenge, it goes for $390, but for 24 hours using the coupon code Adeola, anyone who signs up for that 90-day journey would get a whopping 50% discount. So the person will pay $195 instead of $390.
I thought we would
I thought we
start
would start
by
by
showcasing one of the websites that you have helped regular people to create. I thought we would start with a man's website so they don't say, these are ladies, maybe they are talking about women issues. No, this is a brother that makes beard butter. If you're a man, you're trying to grow your beard, the name of his website is jeffbanks.com. I mean, look at how well packaged. I want to at least smell the product. You know what I mean? Like, look at how well packaged the website is. And they have pictures of people that have tried the product just for you to see. And at the very bottom, you see powered by Paya. So she taught this website owner how to create, I believe this is the shop owner. I'm just
I
assuming.
would like to make a correction. That website was not created by Jeff Banks. Jeff Banks is a celebrity. Our digital agency created the website.
Oh, so this is as a
Yes.
lesson for people.
Yes, I designed the website. I
Oh,
created the website.
okay. So this is for you to see
Yes,
what you
it's
can
an
do.
example for people to see what an online store looks like. So for his website, he
Ah,
sells his products. He has 4 to 6 products. Okay, he sells products for people who keep birds. Okay, he sells products for women as well. So everything is automated. As soon as someone lands on his website, they can purchase as many products as they want, and then they'll check out. Then he will get a notification. Someone on his team will get a notification saying that, oh, someone has placed an order, and then the order will be shipped to the person without the person having to contact him, who is he's a very busy person. So that's just an example of an online store website. Yes.
I see. Um, I apologize for that mistake. I had asked her send me some of the website that you helped customers create, and she sent that. I didn't realize that it's a lesson website. So, but this one that I'm sharing next is also border website. I believe it's one of the website that you created for customers, right?
No, no, this
No, like,
website belongs to one of my students.
yeah, that's what I meant. One of your customers that came that said that they have a product they want to sell, and you taught them how to create this website. So this is a website which I will still talk about this website later on my show because I'll be advertising for this particular brand. But this is a brand that makes shea butter, and by coming to Paya Business School, they were able to package themselves really well with this website. Like, just looking at the pictures, I feel like this is a product that will make me happy at least. Just seeing how happy and excited the kids in the pictures are. So I really like how you help them to package this. People can click shop to be able to buy products on the website. They can see how much it is. They can make payment on the website. Let's say, I want this. I can add to cart. I can check out without speaking to anybody about this product. So I just wanted to showcase that these are some of the products that you have helped to build. And then there's another one that I'm trying to showcase that you have. Maybe you should tell us whether that's a student or whether that's a company that you did. Um, so this one is a hotel, right? So this one is a hotel, the Golden Tulip Ground Hotel. So tell us about this one.
Okay, Golden Tulip Grand Palazzo Hotel located in Owerri. We built the website, you know. I don't know if I mentioned that before Paya Business School, I ran a digital agency where we designed websites for businesses, and that was when this website was built. So now we've pivoted and we now teach people how to build a website like this for their business. So for this website, for instance, people who want to check into the hotel, they don't have to make any phone calls or whatever. They don't have to travel to that state before they book. They can just select the room package they want and automatically pay for the room that they want to pay for. So you can build a website for any type of business. If it's an online school or a physical, I mean, a regular school, a traditional school, you can build a website for, you know, your
Because
business.
there are templates already, that people can make use of. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna Tato. I'm trying to add you. I'm still I'm still trying to add this my brother or sister, and their link is still not working. There was someone else in the studio, but I think they dropped off. Please and please, if you would like to join us in the studio to ask questions, please click that link on the screen. Maggie still has a question for you. Is this for people in Nigeria only, or for or all over the world?
Pioneer Business School serves people in about 7 countries right now. So people can pay in all sorts of currencies, the US dollars, Great British pounds, euros, naira. So basically, wherever you are in the world, as long as you understand English, because these classes are taught in the English language. So you can sign up irrespective of your location in the world.
Okay, and that answers the next question. Can we pay in naira too? Yes, you can pay in naira too. Um, this next question, I'm going to let Divine in the studio. Tato, please attach your camera and everything. But this next question, you already touched on it. This is something you used to do, but I think you should still answer. Can one outsource to you where you will build the entire website and funnel for client?
At the moment, we do not build websites for people, but I can make recommendations because I had people working for my digital agency and they're very good at their skill. I mean, they're very good at their job. I mean, so we do not build websites for people. That's because we have people we cater for when it comes to guiding them on the steps they need to take to do this by themselves. And we don't build websites for people. Sorry, we don't build sales funnels for people. What we offer are online programs that people can take and implement. That's what we offer.
So you can literally learn to do this within like 7 days, my brother. Um, and I think one of the wonderful things about what you do, Chinoso, is this can also be a business for somebody. It's not just for business owners who want to have an online presence. Somebody can learn how to create a website and start doing it for other businesses like you used to do. And there's a lot of money from that, from what I've heard. Some people
There
charge
is.
like 180,000, more than 200,000 naira even in
Some
Nigeria.
people charge as much as 3 million naira to design a website. Yes. It
Okay.
depends on the website because having a website is like building, like when you want to build something like a school or a stall or a mall, the budget will be different. So it depends on what you want to build because sometimes it requires you to purchase premium plugins. For instance, when we built a website for a school, we had to use premium plugins because that school has over 200 people sign up. It's like a Facebook. We built a mini Facebook so that people in that school could interact with each other. They could create groups, they could message each other, they have a news feed. So websites are different depending on what the purpose of that website is for.
So I just let in someone just now, but I think he dropped off. Also, Chinedom, I'm trying to let you in, but it says your devices are not connected, so I'm not able to let you in. For the person asking for the website, where they can sign up. You already told us that. I'm trying to put it back on the screen. It's school.paya.biz, right?
Yes, when they visit the website, they will see a list of online courses. I would recommend that they sign up for our Paya Business School package because it has all the courses that we have inside Paya Business School, but it's a subscription-based product. That offer is very good because you have access to everything that we have.
And that is how much?
It's $35 every month. It's a subscription product.
All right, David. Oh, you're in the studio, but please turn on your video camera so that we can see you. David. Oh, please turn on your camera. Tell us where you're calling from and what your question is. With what she just talked about, like the monthly subscription, it's something that you can actually sign up for and try to learn all that you can learn within a month or two. She told me people do that, and and then you don't have to worry about it. It's still cheaper than having to hire someone and then depending on them whenever you run into an issue. David, oh, you're live and you're muted and your camera is not on. Tato is still trying to turn on his devices. Chinidom is also not turning on their device. Please and please turn on your devices when you come in the studio. So I keep posting the link for people to join us in the studio if anybody is still trying to ask our questions. Otherwise, I would read whatever question you have on in the comment section. Divine Innocence, please tell us where you're calling from and what your question is. Thank you for joining us. Please unmute yourself. You're muted, and I'm not able to unmute you. You have to unmute yourself.
You can hear me, yeah?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Hello?
We can hear you. Please go ahead, say your question. Okay, I think we lost him again. Chinedom typed his question. I'm not sure why we can have our cameras or phone camera on. I'm not sure either. But we can hear and follow just fine. Okay, so you can just type your question since you're not able to turn on your camera. And I'm not sure what's happening with Divine's camera as well. Divine, you may want to type your question in the comment section if you can hear me. Okay, so where can I make a payment? Everything is on your website, right? If I'm interested in any of this, how soon can I start learning?
As soon as you sign up, you would get an email with your login details and the link for you to log into the membership area. So it depends on the course you're signing up for. Um, for two of our products, we have a community so that you can ask questions. Those products are Paya Business School itself. Like I said, that is our best offer because you can even actually sign up for a 3-day free trial and then you would have access to all our courses and you have access to the community as well. We meet every week for live sessions on Clubhouse. And then the second product that has a community based platform is our 90-day sales funnel challenge, where we take you step by step every single day for 90 days. So for 90 days, when you sign up, you get 90 emails, yes, for 90 days, and you get tasks that you need to take for your product or service so that you can hit your revenue goals for that product. The link is school.paya.biz/90 days for that particular challenge.
I really hope that people don't miss that 3 day free
Trial.
trial that you just mentioned. That you just mentioned. I really hope that they don't miss that. Um, so people are able to sign up on your website and they're able to start learning immediately. Do you have any like testimonies from your students in terms of how going through your training has helped them with their business?
The testimonials are actually within the platform. I think we need to post them on the sales page, actually. We don't have our testimonials on the sales page, but once you sign up for Power Business School, for instance, you would see people's comments within the community hub.
So, what you're trying to say is that people would see the review from people that have, you know,
Yes, and their results. We like to share our results within the community. The community-based platform is so that people can ask questions and then people within the community can answer them. But we also have a very good support system. We have a chat box where people can send in questions and then their questions are responded to via email.
so, but
So we have support.
can you share any with us in terms of the reviews from your students?
I would have to open the website and log in.
You don't remember any offhand, like, somebody that went
Oh,
through
I
the
do.
program?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I do. We have an online course on, for instance, let me give you an example. We have an online course on how to create an online course. Okay. Because some people want to learn how to monetize their knowledge. So one of our students, she signed up, and before she finished taking the classes, she was able to start. She didn't want to give herself too much headache. She started right there on her Facebook feed with Zoom classes. Okay, she would send the links and people would join her Zoom classes, and that was how she was able to share her knowledge for a fee. So we have several. That we started teaching that course in 2020. Sorry, so we have several people sign up and share what their experiences have been like.
So, in the case of that student, she was able to charge people to share her knowledge about something.
Yes, before she
I
finished
like
taking
that.
the course.
While
Yes,
she was
she
still
was an
learning,
action taker. Yeah, yeah, she was smart. Yes,
while she was still learning how to create an online course, she started
exactly.
monetizing
Yes, I was
what
really
she had
impressed.
learned.
Exactly.
I like that. So this is another, another thing that you do is not just this is not just for business owners. This is also for people that may have knowledge about something and they want to share it, and you want to learn how to monetize your knowledge. Some people will call it a master class, you know, sign up for my master class on how to raise kids, sign up for my master class on how to do this or that. So that's wonderful that your student was able to monetize it while she was still taking the online course. Okay. So does anybody else have any other question? Because we've had our guest for almost an hour. And I know it's getting late in Nigeria. If there's anything that I didn't ask that you like to talk about, this is the time to do so. Well, I'm gonna go through the comments just to see if I'm missing out any question. Tato, do you mind telling us where you're calling from and what your question is? And while I'm looking for questions in the comment section.
Thank you very, very much, Adoyola. I actually been struggling to come through. My mic was not enabled from the browser.
Okay.
Thank you very much for these opportunities. Yes, I'm calling you from Botswana. Um,
Botswana, nice. It's
yes,
late in Botswana.
the heart of Southern Africa.
Nice.
Yes, I think I'm running a small business, and I've been thinking of how I can put it online. But I think today your program has come as a blessing to me, and I'll be able to make a follow up to register in order for me to learn. Like she has just said, one important point that stood out for me when she said that when you put it on the internet, even at night, somebody can just wake up, follow the link to a website and see the product that you are selling. And like for instance, right now in Botswana is 10 to 10, and then somebody's sleeping somewhere, or somebody's awake, or I'm sleeping here. So somebody can just place an order, or somebody can see all the services that I'm doing. And if it's automated, if they want to pay online, they can pay online, and the messages can just alert me that something has come through. Website. I think yes, it's very very important for small businesses. We are now living in a globalized world. Think of Botswana, for instance. We are just about 2.6 million.
Okay.
Uh, Now, think of South Africa, close to 50 million. Nigeria, that one is the largest population in Africa. So I think yes, it gives us that opportunity to go beyond the boundaries of our countries. And thank you very much for these opportunities. And I will make a follow up to register and learn. I want two courses there. The
Okay.
website one and the one for how to create a course and sell it online. Thank you
Okay.
very, very much.
Tato, I wanted to say the first thing I did, just because of what you have written under your name, the first thing I did was to Google Factor Tree Botswana. I see, I see you, um, I see you on LinkedIn, but I didn't see a website for Factor Tree. But I see that you have a Facebook page for Factor Tree Consultancy Services. So I'm glad that you're going to have a website now so that we can know more about Factor Tree. Is that the name of the company that you were just talking about?
Definitely, definitely, that's the name of the company. Like
Awesome.
I say, I think that is the best way for small businesses
To get
like
exposure.
mine to really start. I'm
Yeah.
really encouraged. It was a great blessing to really. I was just browsing and I've seen that. I said, let me stick to your page, and it has been truly a blessing, really.
So now, if anybody is thinking about traveling to Botswana or something, they can know more by going on Factor Tree's website as soon as it's done. If they need services in Botswana, since it's a consultancy agency, but we'll know more about what you do once the website is up. We can get all the info and make arrangement even before coming to Botswana. So thank you so much for joining.
And thank you for your time. Thank you
Of
very
course.
much.
Thank you. All right. So for those that have been asking, once again, her website is school.paya.biz. If you type in school.paya.biz, that's how you'll be able to sign up for the services that she's rendering. Do you have something to say? You didn't say anything about what Tato had said.
Okay. I wanted to know what he sells, but you mentioned that he's a consultancy. I didn't Google it, so it would be good for him to sell his service. He can say more, or rather share more info about his services on his website when his website is ready, and then he can have several tiers when it comes to the pricing. So I can't wait for him to have his website and for him to actually see the benefits, because automation saves you a lot of time. It's wonderful.
Ajoke wanted to ask a question, but then she said that you already answered her question. She wanted to ask about creating an online course. Thanks, Adela. God bless you. We've enjoyed her wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much, Ajoke, calling us for joining in. I think this is one that a lot of people would really be interested in how they can have an online course because a lot of people are doing that now. Um,
Yes.
no, go ahead. You wanted to say something?
Yes, I mean, I feel that people should not overthink it. Some people underrate the knowledge that they have. That is what I've noticed.
Mm.
It would shock you to know that there are online courses on how to make zobo, the drink. I saw the flyer on Instagram, and I had to take a screenshot to show my students that, you shouldn't underrate the knowledge that you have. Someone has created an online course on how to make zobo. Of course, the person will show people how to make several variants of the zobo drink using several flavors, right? But basically, people are paying for the course, so that was how I started in 2017, just after my master's degree. I started teaching people how to start a fish farm because I was a fish farmer, so, and I didn't have to do too much. I made a simple outline, and I created videos using the outline, showing them the lessons that they needed to take. Of course, I had to create videos because that course is a practical course. I had to show them, for instance, how to do what we call artificial fertilization using the eggs and the sperm, how to create their own fish feed to save money. So it was the knowledge that I had both from school, because of course I learned the skill in school, but I also shared lessons from my own experience as a fish farmer, because there are some things that I discovered as a fish farmer that I didn't learn in school. For instance, my fishes got sick and I finally had to know how to deal with it myself,
Hmm.
you know. So I had to share those experiences with people and how to be careful, because there were times when I was a little bit careless when I hatched my baby fishes. Let me call them baby fishes, okay? You know, so I had to share the mistakes, because when you're teaching people online, you also have to tell them some of the things they need to avoid so that they don't lose money or so that they don't waste time. So I documented my experience, and that was what I shared with people. And people still sign up for the course, even though it was created in 2017. That's the amazing thing. So I don't need to create another video for that particular course. I've shared the knowledge and it's there. As soon as they pay, they have access. I don't have to create the course again. It's just like writing a book. You keep on getting royalties. You don't have to do the work a second time. So it's amazing. I usually tell people, if you can't write a book, you can create an online course, and it's not complicated. You can even do it in one day. Just have a very good outline and share your knowledge. It doesn't have to be very perfect, but people will learn from your own experience. That's the most important thing. They've gone a step further by taking your course and implementing. They are getting better at that
And that's why
skill.
I wanted to mention actually that once you do it, it's out there. You can keep charging for it, but you don't have to re-record or refilm yourself. So it could
Yes,
be what's it called? Uh, it could be an income generator that you don't have to do anything else. Passive. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. Be a
well,
it could be,
passive is quite relative if you ask me, because I feel like if you want, if you create it and it's somewhere on the internet, people may not find it. Even if you created it maybe 10 years ago, I would recommend that you have a sales funnel for it, so that people
yes, but
can
the
still
act
come in.
of delivering the lecture is already done. You
Yes, exactly.
keep marketing it, but you've
Yes,
done the work, the
yes,
bulk of the
yes,
work. So
exactly.
yeah, you can still keep generating
Yes,
income.
yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
marketing can be automated so that people would get into the funnel and pay for the course.
Someone is asking in the comment section what's your WhatsApp number. This is why we're talking about this. You don't need her WhatsApp number. What you need is a website. Her website, which we have been posting on the screen since we started. If you go on her website, whatever it is that you may want to talk about on WhatsApp is already on the website. All questions answered, and you're able to order whatever services you need from her website. So I think we've come to the end of this show for today, unless there's something else that you would like to say before I round up.
Okay, I will encourage people to sign up for the 3-day free trial so that they can just have a look around, and check out the online courses that we have. Currently, anyone who signs up for Higher Business School, the subscription product, they automatically have access to the 90-day sales funnel challenge. Okay, so for $35, you have access to all our courses, and at the same time, you have access to the 90-day challenge. And the 90-day challenge is automated, by the way. So when you sign up, from the day that you sign up until 90 days afterwards, you would get tasks that you need to carry out in order to sell either your product or your service.
And don't forget, she mentioned something earlier that if you sign up within the next 24 hours, for how to create a website, you get a 10% discount because you signed up through Adiola. But if you're trying to learn the sales funnel, which is a way that converts almost everybody that comes to your website into a customer, but this is for those who have
Not
one
almost
product.
everyone. there's a percentage. Not everyone who come in would convert.
Okay.
Yes,
And
people who
then
would land on your website, there's a percentage that will convert.
a percentage of them that will convert. And this is for those who have one product or one service.
As many services as you have, you can sign up for the 90-day challenge. But what I would recommend is when you start taking the challenge, apply it to one single product or one single service. Okay, because every product is different. The way that I will sell one product is different from how I will sell. The messaging is completely different because those are two different products. So the lessons should be applied for one product and then you follow through, see what the results are, then you can replicate the lessons and apply it to another product or another service
So if you're signing up for that, there's a 50% discount.
using the coupon code. If they don't enter the coupon code, they don't get the discount. The
The
coupon code
coupon
is
code is my name,
Adeola.
Adeola,
Yes,
Adeola. So if you enter
yes.
the coupon code, it's supposed to be 300 and what dollars?
$390, but they get 50% off for 24 hours.
50%. 50%
Yes.
off. If you enter the name Adeola. Ajake Cornelius, thank you so much, my mother. She says, thanks, Adeola, for bringing people who benefit us to air their knowledge. And Carol Johnson says, you will do well, sis. So they really enjoyed having you. And Kofi Azuma sends greetings from the USA. Thank you so much, my sister, for joining us today. It's been wonderful to have you on the show. Thank you, T World TV. I really appreciate that compliment. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for joining us. For those who missed her website, once again, please go to school.paya.biz to sign up for any of her services. Um, and if you have any questions, just watch this video one more time. I'm really grateful for you guys' patience since we started this Money Talk series. This is our last Money Talk show, by the way, until Sugimoto reschedules. So he had to cancel, and we're still waiting for him to reschedule. Divine really enjoyed your session. He said, "Thank you so much, beautiful woman, for this knowledge." So thank you for joining us today all the way from Jos, Nigeria. Thank you, Chinoso Duru.
Thank you
Please make sure
for
that you
having
visit
me.
her website if you're yet to. You're welcome. Please make sure that you visit her website if you're yet to. And until next time, I'll let you guys know when next we're having our morning talk. So I'm so excited. I know that Sugi Motors would reschedule and then we would have it again next year. Rumi Blinks also wanted to say thanks that he really appreciate this session. Some people did not ask any questions, but hey, they were listening and they really enjoyed it. So, Francisco, thank you so much all the way from Spain. We appreciate having you as well. All right, guys, please make sure that you check out our website if you're yet to. And until next time, I will see you later. Bye, bye, Chinoso. Bye.
Bye.